Guys, Louis with Louis Customs here. I want to make a video on my 43X. It's a great little gun. I really like it. 3.4 inch barrel, 10+1 capacity, aftermarket mag capabilities of 15+1. And when you start talking about 15+1 rounds in something as slim and as small of a footprint as the 43X, you start talking about the perfect concealed carry weapon. It's a great little gun. I really like it. I've taken it to the range quite a few times, probably put 1,000 rounds through it, and when it works great, and very accurate, very good little shooter. But it had this issue, and it's a popular issue. I've seen it on the forums, I've seen it on Facebook groups, I've seen it on YouTube, and I had the same problem. Basically, when you would try to manually eject a round, the round would get stuck in the chamber basically, and it wouldn't come out, and you kind of had to wrestle it or really force it out and drop the mag and wiggle it, and it was a big pain in the butt. But finally, after looking into it, I really was ready to give up on the 43X. It was driving me nuts. It was causing failure to ejects at the range. It was causing just a lot of issues, and it wasn't getting better. It was broken in after 1,000 rounds, and it was still doing it on a regular basis, enough to the point where I was ready to get rid of the firearm. But thankfully, like I said, I started doing my research. I looked around, and I couldn't really find anybody that had the answer. No one knew what was the issue. They kind of had the same results I did. I talked to Glock, they told me break it in, so on and so forth, and I started looking into it, and I noticed something on the gun that I didn't notice on any of my other Glocks. And after looking into it and doing some work on it, it actually corrected the issue. And when I say corrected the issue, I mean it completely fixed the issue to where I have absolutely no problems clearing the round. I have no problems failure to eject wise. I have no issues with the gun whatsoever. It is now running flawless like any Glock should. Let me get the gun taken apart, and we'll go over what I found, what I did to fix it, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. So basically my issue was, well, our issue was, you see this little channel right here, this little groove, that little groove right there. Well, from what Glock is saying, they added that to help with ejection patterns, I guess. But even after I corrected it, it's still ejecting fine. All the shell casings are hitting the wall the same spot. I haven't had any other issues. But basically this channel here was locking the round into the gun. It wasn't allowing the extractor to push the round. It was getting stuck. It was getting stuck right there, and that's what's causing it, or what was causing it to lock up. Now I'm going to grab a round and show you what I'm talking about. So basically, when the round goes to eject, this is the picture you get, right? Now imagine, mine has already been filed down and polished, but yet it's still holding the shell or the round in there with no problem. So imagine when that lip was sharper, that lip was locking the round into the gun, and the round was basically stuck in between this sharpened edge and the extractor. So what I did to fix it was, I took a Dremel to that lip right there. I took a Dremel to it, and you guys will notice when you look at yours is going to be a lot sharper than mine's is. You see how that's almost rounded? That's what happened after I shaped it with the Dremel and I also polished it. I polished it to where that surface, it's kind of hard to see. I also polished it to where that surface was nice and smooth. And I mean, now I have zero problems. I have zero problems. I have zero failure ejects. I have zero problems with the gun whatsoever. It's actually performing extremely well, and I'm glad I took the time to look into it and get it fixed, because I was definitely ready to give up on a great firearm. But you know, now knowing what I know and doing what I did, I'm more than happy with it, and it's definitely going to be sticking around for a while. But you know, once again, just trying to get some better lighting on it. It is this lip right here. You guys will notice right here is where I ground it down and polished it to that smooth finish, and that lip used to be so sharp it was actually holding the round in there. And the weird part is, this is only to the newer generations. Definitely the 43X. I don't know if any other ones like this as well, but definitely the 43X, because if you look at my 42, this is my Glock 42 slide, it doesn't have any channel whatsoever. It doesn't have any type of groove. It just has a straight flat edge, and this gun has always fired flawlessly, functioned flawlessly, and I've never had any issues with it. So why Glock added that, I really don't know. But nonetheless, like I said, you know, with a little nail file, you know, a simple file from Harbor Freight, or like I said, a Dremel with a little file tip on it, you simply smooth that edge down, and I promise you, it's gonna take that problem right away, and you'll have a great gun. You'll have a great gun. Like I said, the Glock 43X is definitely one of my favorite concealed carry weapons. The slimness of the weapon, the let me put this back together. The capacity of the aftermarket mags, and the reliability, because it's not like you're getting a crappy mag that's gonna jam, you know, with your 15 rounds. So you're better off using the 10 that you know are gonna fire. Those 15 rounds out of those SA mags are definitely good to go. And when you start talking 15 rounds in a package you could tuck in your back pocket, you know, you're really talking the ultimate concealed carry weapon. And Glock, you know, they did a good job. I really like the gun. I really like the changes. A rail would have been nice, you know, being able to put a light on there. I know they do make, you know, the Crimson Trace little aftermarket attachments right here. I'm not too fond of those. I think a nice little rail would have been good, and you know, be able to put a light on there and really make it an all-around gun, not just a concealed carry, but even maybe a bedside gun, you know. But I also, while I was polishing that slide, that part of the slide, I also polished this slant on the hood of the barrel. That's also a change. Like I said, if you look at my 42 with the barrel in it, it doesn't have that slope on there. It just has like a squared off hood. It has a slight beveling to it. It definitely does. It's not like a hard sharp edge. It's got a slight beveling to it, but it's definitely not slanted like the hood on the 43X. And I did, like I said, put 1,000 rounds through it, and the top part of the hood where it was slanted was already looking real worn and kind of ugly. So I just polished it, and it gave it a really nice two-tone look. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but it gave it a really nice two-tone look. And I also think it really helped in the just the smooth functionality of the weapon, just, you know, the smoothness of it, of how it runs now, you know, just by polishing those parts. I'm really happy with it, and it will be, you know, definitely sticking around the collection for a while. They are no longer selling the two-tone 43Xs, so these things are going to get really hard to find. And that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, that's how I fixed it. And if you guys have any questions, you know, hit me up in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as fast as possible. Also remember, when you are taking off the material, just take off enough of that edge to smooth it out. You definitely don't want to change the functionality of the of what that you know, extra divot it does, or whatever functionality it does for the weapon. You don't want to change that. You just want to smooth it out to give you that smooth function when you go to extract a round without firing it, and clearing the gun, clearing the mag, all that good stuff. It's a great gun, man. I really like it. It's super accurate. I put my targets at 7 yards, and I mean, I can clear between a 2 to 4 inch group on a regular basis, defense style shooting, not just target shooting, sitting there for an hour lining up your shot and letting it go. I mean, fast repetition and all around defensive shooting, and this thing just rock and rolls, man. It's an awesome gun. I got a simple little inner waistband holster. It's a great little carry package, man. You slide that thing in there, and it, you can tuck that anywhere, and it gives you that slim line 1911 on your waistband feel, but with 15 rounds of 9mm ready to rock and roll with that Glock reliability, and it's awesome. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, that's the fix. I know you guys, a lot of you guys were looking for that resolution, and now you have it. Just take your time, grab a file, take down that little edge that I showed you, and you're gonna be good to go, man. The gun's gonna start working how it should, and you're gonna fall back in love with it. So don't give up on it. Get it fixed. If you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, take it to a gunsmith. I mean, they can't charge you more than, I guess, a half hour or so as a labor to get it filed down and working properly for you, and it'll be worth it. You'll get a lot better gun, a lot more reliable gun, and like I said, you'll fall back in love with it. So give it another shot, get that thing fixed, and you guys will start enjoying it like I did. So pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys found this video useful. If so, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.